Alright, so my first video was interrupted, so I'm making a second one. But anyways, so I was able to buy a surround sound system earlier this year, and it was the Onkyo 3300S. That's obviously not this one here, but I bought it at a local store, RC Willey. They're the only ones who sell like mid-range sound systems that are worth anything. Not a fan of Best Buy. I'm usually pretty fair in my assessment of stores and retail because I worked in retail for a long time. They're just too big. They can't offer good service there. So, I mean, if you're like me, I think most people are like me, where you're looking for the mid-range, best bang for your buck sound system, especially surround sound system. You can go from, $200 and get, something that's really not worth $200, but you have surround sound, and then you can go up to, thousands of dollars in sound systems. And if you got the money, that's cool. Go for it. I don't have the money. So, anyways, I got the Onkyo 3300S. This video is for the Q-Line Gold, the SLS Q-Line Gold 5.1. And I purchased that on AV Express, and super happy with it. So, way happy. And I'll tell you why. The speakers, first off, you got your left, center, and your right. Then I got my subwoofer right here, and the receiver right here. And the other things that I've hooked up to it are 360 down here, it's a gray one, and then a PS3 here for Blu-ray. So, and the AV receiver doesn't have HDMI, but it doesn't need it because it has optical. So I have two opticals running from PS3, or one running from the PS3 into the receiver, and then I have the optical running from the 360 to the receiver. I laid my front speakers sideways because they were too tall to stand up with the stands. So the SLS symbol is on the side, so it's kind of sideways, but that didn't bug me at all. So, and it actually kind of looks cool. The stands you can do sideways, or you can do them vertically. The ones I have back here are vertical. These aren't the stands that come with it. These are third-party stands. But anyways, I'm really happy with the sound system. I'm really surprised. I had to return my Onkyo 3300S, and I was really bummed because I had it all set up just like this, and then out of nowhere, I couldn't get it to work anymore. Only select speakers. So that was kind of disappointing, and I had kind of seen that had happened to other people. So that kind of sucked. But anyways, so just quick FYI on the setup. I have the wires running just underneath this rug right here, and it's going straight back. I eventually wanted to put these back speakers back here on the wall, but who has the time to run wires through the wall like that? So, I mean, that's why I kind of bought this kind of system, is because, you can't afford tons of stuff, and you don't want to have somebody install it. Anybody can do this. So, anyways, the Onkyo was a little bass heavier than this system, but it was nowhere as clear as the SLS Q-Line Gold 5.1. And I don't want to make this sound like an AV Express infomercial, because I hate when people just constantly push that stuff in their videos. But I'll be honest, I was really impressed. For an online retailer, they did an awesome job. I don't know if they're based out of Ohio. That's where the shipment came from. So yeah, go to avexpress.com. I think there's like a dash in there, AV-Express. But they were awesome. I even had a question about the system, the surround sound system, wrote in. I was like, yeah, they're really going to answer that question. But they did the next day, so I was really impressed, and it was the right answer. I had a problem switching between my opticals from one to another, and you just have to push the digital input button, which I thought I did, but I didn't, I guess. So it works great. So good customer service for an online retailer. Best Buy's not your only choice, which is really good to know because they're just too big. They don't offer enough stuff. They have volume, but they don't offer quality setups like this in a box. Everything's really like, I don't know how to explain it. To get a receiver and the 5 speakers, you have to get like the clips, I don't know, speakers, and AV Express has a video on why those aren't the best. Oh, and then just kind of while I'm thinking about it, these speakers are like mega sturdy, heavy. Like when you pick them up, you can tell there's some kind of engineering in there. AV Express goes into more detail about why they're better than other systems, and those are really helpful. avexpress.com. I would go there. But I wanted to make this YouTube video because I wanted it to be independent from AV Express, to just kind of give my review. If the system sucked, I would tell you it sucks, but it doesn't, so that's good. So I have my vertical rear speakers on a stand. The only thing I don't like is the speakers are so heavy, which I don't have a beef with, but it's on a stand. Like I have an adapter up top, and I have like 4 different kinds, because I got these stands from Best Buy. I know I just said they suck, but where else are you going to get the stuff? So you can kind of see, if I rock it back and forth, how they're a little wobbly, but they stay on there good. This also makes the stands that I have a little front heavy, so if somebody does bump them, but that's also why I have them right behind the couch, in case it falls for some reason or someone bumps it like a jerk, it's just going to do that. So I don't know, that's what I did. But yeah, really happy with it. You can turn the speaker sideways, and the stands work like that. The receiver is pretty good. I like it, does its job. There's a lot of online options. The subwoofer is really cool. Has like a little blue glow on it. It goes low when you're not using it. The only thing I don't like about the sub is it's a little in front. It feels kind of cheap, but totally delivers. And I say a little cheap, like you don't do this and it's like, well, I'm gonna break it, but it just feels a little hollow. But underneath, it's totally awesome because it has the sub built in. So I'm really happy with the system. I have a Samsung TV, works great with that. What else? The system comes with this speaker, or a microphone, sorry, where you can digitally calibrate your system. That's probably not too easy to do, so I might ask AV Express on the best way to do that. My understanding is you put it in the middle of the room or where you're going to be listening, and it kind of calibrates it for you, but I don't know if it auto does it or what, so I'm just going to kind of hold off on that. But I just wanted to make this video to say I'm really happy with it because I didn't see any others. Highly recommend it. I would order from AV Express. The price was right. The quality was right. The customer support was right. I got the shipment a day late, but they told me ahead of time that there was weather problems, and there really were, so getting it a day late is really not that big of a deal. Let's see. I think that's about it. I'm really happy with the system. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm definitely not an AV expert. AV Express was really good in helping me, so you might be able to ask them before you purchase. And there's a lot of reviews on AV Express, just not on YouTube. So I kind of wanted to make this independent so it didn't seem like, I'm an AV Express guy on the AV Express website being like, this sound system's awesome, because they could filter those. You never know. So, independent review, it's awesome. Scale of 1 to 10. I'd probably give it, for the price, I give it a 9. And the quality, super clear, not over bassy. But if you want more bass, you can get the second sub, which I might do, just because I really like the bass. But these were clearer than my Onkyo 3300S. And I'm just really happy with this system and how it turned out. So I thought I would just make this review. And if you have any questions, like I said, leave in the comments below. I don't know if I'll get back to you. I got stuff. I got school, work, whatever. But if I can, I'll reply. But this was my review, and I hope it was somewhat helpful. And if you're struggling with making a purchase between this and an Onkyo, and there's a big price difference, I would definitely go with this. If there's not a big price difference, I don't know. I would say it was pretty close to a tie, but like I said, I paid about $100 more for my Onkyo system. That's just where I bought it from. So I don't know if it's because the store I bought it from, but it seemed like that price was pretty universal. So that's my video. Hope it was helpful. Hope more people buy from AV Express, because people like that need to stay in business, so we don't have Best Buy just taking everything over. So yeah, that's my review. Thanks for watching.